radio shows all day today, and it's been one of the topics that everybody wanted to touch. One of my friends is on radio down in Savannah, and she said, DC, are you dealing with or talking about all the missing people from our community?
Right.
And all of these vans that they're finding, and people are, there was one on social media that in North Carolina, they followed the people in the van, right? The people went in Walmart and they started snooping around the van. It was a cage, like it was a soundproof cage inside the van.
Wow.
And the people that had the van never came back out. It was a stolen van that they had made it into like a human trafficking vehicle where they could lock you in the van, you can't get out, and it was soundproof where people couldn't hear from the outside. They go through these extraordinary steps now to kidnap these young black children and black females especially.
Right. It's a $1 billion industry now. I mean, sex trafficking, it's just horrible.
And the thing is, Atlanta is the hub of the world.
It's the hub, right. So we definitely have to have more awareness here for our girls and our young ladies, because it's just horrible for us to just keep having these issues.
Right. It's the hub for, they're telling me they can't hear you.
Am I talking too low?
You gotta just step to it. You gotta.
How's that?
You gotta be right there.
Okay.
Right.
I can't sit like I want to sit.
Right. You gotta be able to talk into the microphone.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Okay. But yeah, we definitely got to bring awareness, because it's just too much of it going on, and our young girls are just not really understanding how serious it is. And so we just got to have more awareness, because Atlanta is really just, like you say, the hub
of sex trafficking.
Yeah.
I to get educated on the subject, yesterday I went out and somebody gave me a number to call somebody, and this young girl, she was 26 years old. She was sex trafficked. She was kidnapped from Atlanta. Okay. And when she was rescued, they had sold her from here all the way to Dubai. Interpol had to get her. Wow. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she got away from her captives and went into a mall in Dubai.
Right.
And some Americans, she spoke English, she said she was kidnapped, blah, blah, blah. And she was a teenager. And they got her to the embassy, and Interpol had to get involved and to get her back to this country. She was kidnapped from Atlanta.
Thank goodness.
And sold to somebody overseas.
And that's the thing. They're going to sell them away from here so that they can't come back home. They're trying to get them away from where they're from.
Right. It's like a modern day type slave thing that's going on.
That's exactly what it is.
With all of this kidnapping these people and kids and one of the girls that was kidnapped, they found this child's body. I'm not talking about the girl from college that got murdered. I'm talking about a child.
Right.
Her organs was missing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm saying they're stealing organs, they're trafficking people. This is some crazy stuff that's going on in the world today.
It truly is. I mean, if they use their powers for something else and put that much energy in it, I mean, the world would be a better place. But sex trafficking, you changing people's lives.
Right.
I mean, you taking them from their families and just putting them in captivity. I mean, it's just crazy.
That's insane to me.
It is. It is. And it's scary. It really is scary.
I got daughters.
Right.
Don't have sons. So I got daughters, and I don't, I can't sleep easy thinking that there are people out there that, they don't care, anything. They're looking for somebody that they can put on the market and sell them for a price, whatever it is. And then in some cases, there are hunters out there looking for body parts, for women.
Right.
That they can sell on a marketplace somewhere. There's people that's looking for body parts for men that they can sell on the marketplace, and you don't see them kidnapping. I'm not saying that other ethnicities don't get kidnapped.
Right.
But we see it like an epidemic in our community. Every day on social media, every day you look on your phones, you see that somewhere another child or another female has been snatched from somewhere.
Right. Right. I don't understand why our community is having so much of the issue. I just don't understand it.
I'm speechless because we're not hearing, or there's no discussion about that in the mainstream media. And the reason, and I was talking to one of my very good friends and pastor last night, Pastor Harris. He said, "Why don't we hear this in the news?" And I said, because they don't value your life. So if it's Susie, somebody that got snatched, it's going to be everywhere.
Right.
Susie got snatched.
Unfortunately.
Right?
Right.
But Kasim gets snatched, or, Tashonda gets snatched, we ain't worried about Tashonda and Kasim.
And that's why we have to.
Right. And that's why, our platforms are very important, because we're the only way that we get the news.
Right.
Is we got to tell each other what's going on. Not, being, we're unrestricted around here.
Exactly.
And I thank and I applaud other platforms and other media personalities that's not afraid to put that information out there.
And also, like our churches, actually, Open Word Christian Ministries had a function for Harvest Fest, and this was the topic. They talked to everyone who came out about sex trafficking and how important it is and how a big epidemic it is. And so that was a way that they can reach the masses that don't necessarily come to church on Sunday.
Right.
But we have to get the word out there because people are just not aware of it.
Right. And I just couldn't go in good conscience and have a show and talk about issues that are not related, to our community.
Right.
We can talk about real estate and things like that anytime we want to. But when we have something so paramount as the safety of our women and children in our community, we got to speak on it.
We have to.
And so much so that I was listening to them talk about on social media the girl that got snatched in North Carolina. And she was from outside of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And she got snatched. And she got snatched coming home from the bus stop. The school bus dropped her off. But she had to walk through her subdivision to get to the house. And somebody snatched her in her subdivision.
That was a short period of time of walking from the bus stop to her house.
That means she wasn't far from her home.
Right.
Where they snatched. Now, I'm like yesterday, my daughter in them bus had a breakdown, and she called me, "Dad, the bus broke down, blah, blah, blah." Okay, I'm on my way to get you from that bus.
Don't walk.
Don't even worry about walking.
Right.
And she was right down the street from the house, but I'm coming to get you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm that paranoid because if it's happening everywhere else, it's going to happen here too. This is a major city.
And that's the thing. We can't think it won't happen to us. And that's what a lot of us, it's not important until it happens to someone near and dear to you, and it shouldn't be like that. Right. Because it's near and dear to somebody else that it's happened to. So.
Right. Yeah, so as a woman, do you feel nervous? You think they're going to snatch you?
Well, again, you don't think about it on a day-to-day basis, but you try to be aware. When you're out getting gas, you're looking around and you're making sure that you're paying attention, because a lot of times we can be out there on our cell phones or whatever we're doing and just not be paying attention. Right. And we have to always pay attention. Right. You can't take it for granted that you can go get gas and still be able to get back in your car and go home after that.
Right. They're not going to get me. I know they're trying to snatch me. But I'm telling you though, I'm going to fight. I'm going to be put your head up. I'm going to be screaming loud.
Right.